Chapter 9. The Endless Savannah. The desert gave way to golden grasslands that stretched as far as the eye could see. Here, the air smelled of dry earth, and the horizon shimmered under the relentless sun. Large, sleek cats roamed the plains, lean, powerful creatures that watched them with lazy curiosity, but never approached. They traveled in relative silence, both too tired to keep up their usual banter. At first, Tobin was excited about the new environment, pointing out the animals, the unique plants, and occasionally experimenting with small spells. Soren, however, grew more irritable with each passing day. It had been weeks since they had seen another soul. The monotony of travel wore on them both. The excitement of adventure had long since faded, replaced by sore muscles, aching backs, and the constant craving for a real meal. One night, after another tasteless dinner of dried rations, they sat around their small campfire, staring blankly at the flames. "This is miserable," Soren muttered. Tobin poked at his food. "This is the worst thing I've ever eaten." "You made it," Soren reminded him. "That doesn't mean I have to like it." Silence stretched between them. "Remember Bunathal?" Tobin asked. Soren groaned. "Yes, the warm beds, the fresh bread, the wine." Soren rubbed his temples. "Yes, Tobin. The cleric's potions, that one spell that made water taste like fruit. Yes, the vineyard, the fields, the way the light hit the city at dawn." "Yes, Tobin." Tobin let out a long dramatic sigh. "We were fools to leave," Soren nodded solemnly. "Absolute idiots." Another long silence. "We could turn back," Tobin suggested. "We could, but we won't." Tobin sighed again. "We're the stupidest people in the world." Kip, ever the pragmatist, flopped over onto his side and went to sleep. Chapter 10. Homeward Bound. Eventually, days passed, then more days, then even more. At some point they stopped counting. Soren's normally disciplined map-keeping had fallen to lazy scribbles, and Tobin was too exhausted to do much more than complain. Every day felt the same. Wake up stiff and miserable, eat terrible food, ride for hours, complain about how much they miss civilization, set up camp, sleep, repeat. It was one afternoon when Tobin finally snapped. "I can't do this anymore." Soren, startled, turned to see Tobin lying sprawled out in the grass, arms spread wide. "This is where I die," Tobin announced. "Here, in this godforsaken land of endless nothing." Soren rolled his eyes. "Get up." "No, Tobin. No, Tobin, I swear to God." "I was someone," Tobin wailed dramatically. "I had a life. I had friends. I had purpose." Soren pinched the bridge of his nose. "You had an old man who let you mix herbs and set things on fire. And I was happy." Soren dismounted, grabbed Tobin by the collar and hauled him up. "We keep moving." Tobin groaned but reluctantly got back on his horse. Kip, as always, remained blissfully unaware of their suffering, happily trotting ahead. That night, as they sat by their fire, staring at yet another bland meal, Soren finally spoke. "When we get back," he said, "we're drinking an entire barrel of wine." Tobin nodded solemnly. "Agreed." "Not you," said Soren. Soren's notes. "Left Bunathal. Took the westernmost route home to avoid sea travel. The savannah is endless. Time is meaningless. Tobin has complained approximately 1,042 times. Kip remains the only member of this party who is happy." Tobin's notes. "Bunathal was paradise. We were fools to leave. Everything is awful. Soren is just as miserable as I am but pretends otherwise. I am officially a potions master." Soren disagrees. "Kip is a traitor who loves the wilds more than he loves me."